Hi, and welcome to Learn It Short, where we cover a topic in a short video of just a few minutes. My name is Chuck McCullough, and this is the second in our Introduction to C# series, and it's on loops and conditionals. Our first loop is the while loop. This simple loop repeats the target statement or block of statements until the condition evaluates false. In this example, we declare a couple of float values. Notice that the initialization of far is 32f. The trailing f means that we want the compiler to treat the integer 32 as a float rather than an int. Now, we loop as long as far as less than or equal to 212. In the body of the loop, we compute the Celsius value and display it and the Fahrenheit value to the console. Then we increment Fahrenheit. If we didn't increment, then the loop would never end. For all of the loops and conditionals, the target can be a single statement or 0 or more statements enclosed in curly braces. A lot of people always just put the curly braces no matter what, and then they don't have to worry about it. But sometimes, if it's really simple, we just leave them off if we just have one statement. Another sample loop, or another loop, is the for loop. For has three parts: the initialization part, the test part, and the increment part. In this example, we initialize far in the first part to 32. We test in the middle part, and we increment in the last part. For is better suited when you're iterating over a range of values. So this example is probably better with a for than the while that you saw previously. Now there's also another for known as the ranged for. It's used for iterating over a collection or an array. And we'll discuss that in a later lesson when we talk about collections and arrays. Now for conditional execution, we use if and else. In this example, we're testing the current Fahrenheit value to see if it's divisible by 2. If it is, then we'll display the computation. Otherwise, we display a dot. Now the else part is optional, and you can stack up an if immediately following the else. So you can have if, else if, as much as you need. Now there's another decision structure known as a switch case. Check out our full course for more information on that. You can see the links to all of those courses in the description below. When testing, use any of these relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, equality, and or. Now be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content. And for a more in-depth course with hands-on labs, visit our website at mcculloughassociates.com or find me on Udemy. The links to all of those are in the description below. Up next, methods.